Today our topic, one of the most important natural resource, Indian rivers and water resource. Let's start the lesson. Students, look at the mind map. According to the water availability of the river, Indian river system divided into the two parts, Himalayan river system and Peninsular river system. Himalaya river system divided three parts, Indus river system, Ganga river system, Brahmaputra river system, and also Peninsular river system divided into three parts, Godavari river system, Krishna river system and Kaveri river system. Once again, look at the mind map. India river system divided into the two parts, Himalayan river system and Peninsular river system. Himalaya river system and Peninsular river system are divided into three parts. So students, let's start to learn one of the most ancient river system, Himalaya river system. Let's start to learn Himalayan river system. The Indus and the Ganga and the Brahmaputra comprise the Himalayan river system. The rivers originate from almost the same region within the few kilometers of each other, separated by water divides. The Himalayan rivers are perennial. This is because of rivers are supplied on rainfall as well as the melting snow. So students, remember these lines. Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers. All Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers. What is perennial rivers? What is the meaning of perennial rivers? Let's see. What is perennial rivers? The stream which flows continuously with water or ice. Which flows continuously with water is called perennial. In Telugu meaning Jeevanadulu. A perennial stream or perennial rivers is a stream or river or a channel which has constant stream throughout the year through parts of its stream bed during year of normal rainfall is called perennial rivers. Now time to learn one of the Himalayan river system, that is Indus river system. So students, look at the map. Observe the map clearly to discuss this one. Indus river system. The Indus river also known as Sindhu river. Indus river originates in northern slope of Kailashgiri range in Tibet near Lake Manas Sarovar. It enters Indian territory in Jammu Kashmir. It covers Jammu Kashmir, Punjab and Himachal Pradesh states of India. Please observe and learn carefully. This information also used to competitive exams. Students, now I will give some questions to read and observe carefully and give a correct answer. So, ready to? First question. Indus river entered which state in Indian territory? Indus river entered which state in Indian territory? Give me answers in the comment box and we will learn the next step. That is the major tributaries of Indus river. Indus river have so many tributaries, but these 5 tributaries is very important because it flows in India also. So major tributaries of Indus river is Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas and Satluj. Jhelum river, Chenab river, Ravi river, Beas river and Satluj river. These 5 tributaries of major tributary of Indus river. Now time to learn the Ganga river system. One of the Himalayan river system is Ganga river system. So look at the map and identify, observe clearly. Ganga river system. The Ganga river system is the largest in India. Ganga river system is the largest river system in India. The Ganga has twin sources. The main one is Gangotri Glacier. Glacier means, what is the meaning in Telugu? Glacier. Glacier means హిమానీ నదం, మంచు కరగడం ద్వారా ఏర్పడినటువంటి నది. గంగోత్రి గ్లేసియర్, వేర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ద భగీరథి. And the another one is Satopant glacier, northwest of Badrinath, where it is called the Alkananda. So Alkananda and Bhagirathi, these two rivers join at Devaprayaga from Ganga that emerges from the hill of Haridwar. So this is the Ganga river system. If you have any doubts, please comment me. And the next one is, another point is Ganga river. A majority of them originate. Another point, a majority of them originate in the Himalayan ranges. Majority part of Himalayan rivers, but some of them have their sources in Peninsular Plateau. And we will learn of Ganga river tributaries. The important left bank tributaries of Ganga. Left bank tributary of Ganga: Ramganga, Gomati, Ghagra, and Gandak, Kosi, Mahananda. These all tributaries left bank, Ganga left bank tributaries. And important right bank tributaries is Son and Yamuna. This is the right bank tributaries. And last but not least, the Ganga river drain into the Bay of Bengal before forming a very huge delta. Ganga river drain into the Bay of Bengal. And students, you know that delta is a very fertilized soil. Now we will turn about Brahmaputra river, one of the Himalayan river system, Brahmaputra river. And look at the map, observe clearly. Brahmaputra river system. The Brahmaputra, known as Tsangpo in Tibet, Brahmaputra rises from the snout of the Chimyangdang glacier of the Kailash range near Manasa Sarovar. The Brahmaputra is the trans-boundary rivers which flow through Tibet, India and Bangladesh. Brahmaputra flow in Tibet, India and Bangladesh. It is ninth largest river in the world by discharge and the 15th largest river in the world, 9th place, and longest river in the world, 15th place. And the second one is, it enters in a great loop southwest through Arunachal Pradesh in India, first as the Shang and then as the Dihang. Emerging into the Assam Valley, it is joined by two tributaries, the Dibang and the Lohita. From here, the river is known as the Brahmaputra. So, this is Brahmaputra river information. Students, read carefully and learn what was the Brahmaputra river importance. If you have any doubts, please give me a comment.